A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon keep, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock my cell?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The dungeon labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
Presentation.
The sun is going down, but the action is just heating up for the 7th time. The best and brightest of the NASCAR ladder meet with the boldest iRacing has to offer, and it's all for charity. Welcome to the 7th annual Motor Stardom Daytona Charity Shootout from the Virtual World Center of Racing here on Turn 200. Howdy, folks. My name is Tommy Cook, and I'm flanked by two gentlemen here tonight. First, our event organizer, RJ Starcevic, the head of the Motor Stardom Instagram channel, and stream director, Mr. Matt Williamson. Let's start with RJ. Welcome back for the 7th time. Congrats on the successful operation, even before we've taken the green flag here tonight. It's race day. How are we feeling?
It is. It's race day, and super happy that we are back here for the 7th annual Daytona Charity Shootout. Each 6 of the previous races have been an amazing time with the open qualifiers the night before. It's an absolute blast. Thanks to everybody who makes this possible. Thanks for you guys for streaming it, broadcasting it. The last handful of years, we built an amazing partnership here, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, Matt. This is our, I think, 4th go-around here on the channel. We've had some classics. Expectations are high, as they always are. How are we feeling as you get to man the controls all evening?
Yeah, it's it's always such a great time. I mean, it's going to be so hard to top the finish we had last year. I mean, it was basically a tie at the line, but we always have exciting moments like that every time we come here to the Daytona Charity Shootout. So looking forward to the drivers mixing it up. They get a couple of fast repairs tonight, so I think we'll see some aggressive driving here in the 70 laps we have around Daytona.
27 is the official entry list after the open qualifiers last night, as well as just various industry members trickling in here this evening, along with the qualified drivers from the Venom Truck Series, which was broadcast here on the Turn 200. Weird to put that in the past tense still, but a minute and a half to go as you see some of these drivers in their wraps out on the circuit. One other thing that's going to go, but it's going to stay here for the evening, is calling this the NASCAR Xfinity car, soon to be the NASCAR O'Reilly car, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series car. That's a mouthful. It's Xfinity for one night and one night only, as it's not the 2026 season yet. So 27 drivers here with the Xfinity car, and a lot of familiar names towards the front of this field, especially if you were watching last night's broadcast. Some other housekeeping notes. If you're watching here on YouTube, drop us a chat, as Joshua Matichek is done. Hello to Joshua. Thanks for hanging out with us. And as well, there is a link to donate to the winner's charity of choice here this evening. It's just in a general GoFundMe account set up by RJ. That's the official link to donate in the chat. The goal is, I think, is set at $350. We're already up to $200, so let's see if we can get that up to the goal marker, and it'll be a good night at the end of the night for somebody's charity of choice after 70 laps here this evening. Final
I said
10
it.
seconds.
My
Go
goal
ahead.
was 200. My goal was 200. I guess it's moving up. Thanks, guys. There we go.
Every time, you got to get a little bit bigger and a little bit better.
Very true.
We'll see who is going to be better here tonight. Will we have our first repeat winner of the Daytona Charity Shootout? Slim pickings for repeat winners, but there's a couple towards the front of this field that might have a shot. This is how they will line up for 70 laps around Daytona here tonight for the 2026 Motor Stardom Daytona Charity Shootout here on Turn 200. Nathan Reynolds, second year in a row with the pole position. Hopefully, everything stays intact on this car because it did not last very long here last year. Ethan Vietvu will start to his outside. He was an open qualifier from last night. Ethan Harrison is the 2024 winner of the Daytona Charity Shootout. He starts in third to the inside of another open Q driver. That is Julian O'Neill starting in fourth. Row 3 on the inside, your LCQ winner from last night is Blake Anderson. He rolls off from fifth to the inside of DJ Powell in the 86 car in the sixth position. Row 4 on the inside, Lawless Allen in car number 25 starts in P7. And to his outside, Miguel Campo, the fan vote winner, starts in the 8th spot. Also a transfer from last night, Cameron Tracy in the 44 starts in 9th to the inside of Brody Gunter, the winningest driver on Turn 200. Jordan Jorno and John Kay, two of the best and brightest of the Venom Truck Series, start on row number 6. Brindley Addington, country music star and a thriller from last night as well, starts in 13th to the inside of Logan Bearden, another real-life NASCAR driver. Andy Ducato and Logan Pugh will start on row number 8. Nate Blasdell and Alan Medjison start on row 9. And on row 10, last year's runner-up by 0.2 of a second, Dawson Cram starts in 19th to the inside of Hayden Palumbo. There's Lightning McQueen. Old 95 starts in P21 with a lot of work to do. Pravin Vijaykumar. How about that? He's back. He's ready to put on the show like he did last year. He starts in 22nd. Garrett A. White in 23rd. Dimitri Mundros starts in 24th. Your defending winner way back in the pack, it's Kyle Zittel, the decent one, starts 25th. Cole Maxwell in 26th, and if we're lucky enough, RJ Starcevic might make an appearance, but he is the 27th and final driver on the entry list. Pat Williamson, the lights are fully on, the sun is fully down. What are the track conditions? And some of the last second notes that these drivers are maybe combing over ahead of 70 laps tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night here in Daytona. 70 degrees is your ambient temperature. 72 degrees is the track temperature under the lights here at Daytona. We got 70 laps around the circuit here tonight. 2 fast repairs, unlimited tires. These drivers are going to be able to be aggressive, but they only have a couple to work with, so they can't get too crazy too early on here. So looking forward to seeing the drivers mix it up. And I think you'll see some drivers trying to get straight to the front here early on, maybe try and take advantage of some folks that are maybe going to be a little more timid as we get rolling off here.
RJ, do you have a locked and loaded green flag call that's as iconic or maybe even more iconic than Boogity Boogity Boogity?
Oh, man. I'll have to channel something, maybe a little Rick Allen, maybe a little homage to Rick Allen. We'll have to go here, great commentator over the years, still doing some stuff around sports, but it's the 7th annual Daytona Charity Shootout, ready to get underway, and as Rick Allen says at every NASCAR race, green flags in the air.
It's a really good impression.
That was actually pretty good.
We are off and
running.
running.
We're lucky enough, we'll get a Vince Welch to the finish.
Advantage Nathan Reynolds, and that actually is Nathan because, quote-unquote, Nathan Reynolds last night was his 7-year-old son. But this is Nathan. He leads him down the backstretch.
Big move from Harrison early to pull out to the outside. Decent run here for the outside line, and he is clear to the point.
Ethan Harrison, not quite the race championship defense he was looking for last season, involved in a lot of accidents, but he's looking to lead lap number 1. Nathan Reynolds may want it more, though. He goes to the outside, jockeying for the lead. 1 lap complete, and the opener goes to Harrison. Ethan Vietvu going to work here behind Nathan Reynolds.
I got to give a big shout out to one of the guys who couldn't make today because he's in Daytona, working hard for his upcoming season. That's Ryan Vargas. I believe he's been to every Daytona charity shootout since the beginning. Won one of them here on Turn 200, but unfortunately not able to make it tonight. He's got a big year ahead with Maples Motorsports, one of the big leadership figures over there, as well as one of the drivers this season, so very excited for him.
Early movement for the 86 of DJ Powell, and not in the positive direction. He is going backwards quickly, maybe by design, though. As he's
I got a
gone
big
from
prediction.
7th to 14th here. What you got?
I got a big
boy.
prediction tonight. I think we get the first ever green flag pit stops in the Daytona Charity Shootout.
Oh, I like it.
7 years, not a single one.
Never.
Well, we'll
I
see.
think our green flag run streak is 15, if I'm not mistaken.
For those at home, we're going to have to go about 30-ish laps probably before we get the green flag pit stops here.
Just as quickly as that 86 was starting to move backwards, now a little bit of positive momentum as he's got a Looker and Lightning McQueen behind him. I mean, 3 wide at Daytona, not as easy as it is at Talladega, but we did see some effective side drafting last night in a field with a lot less numbers than what we've got here.
Only a couple takers in the third lane as Lightning gets a touch of the wall. They really need at least one more car to jump out to really get this thing moving, but they are making headway by themselves.
They are doing a decent job up there.
Yeah, I'm getting a good idea of what the vibe is here in the pack as I am driving in the back. And yeah, it looks like we got some 3 wide. Everybody's kind of moving around a little bit. Again, like I said last night, the cars are a little bit stabler, I would say. Not moving around too much. But again, the storyline with these types of events is you got a lot of people that have never raced with each other before. Which I really think the advantage goes to the Venom Truck Series regulars here once we get to the end of this race because they know each other as we are 3x3 up front.
Yeah, Logan Bearden just got rooted out of the middle. Now is forced to go to the top as Pravi is moving up. The 01 of Brody Gunter jumps in front of him. The 19 of Miguel Campo has jumped to the top side. And all of a sudden, it is fishing a barrel, and somebody might start shooting here.
Oh, we got a couple in the wall. Lightning!
Big shots. Ruh-roh. Kyle Zittel squeezes through.
Boy, that was a big one.
That is going to be toes for probably toes for Brody Gunter, Garrett White, Lawless Allen, Cameron Tracy.
Actually, Lawless Allen was off the pace. I don't know if he started from the pits or what, but he actually, I think, made it through. He was pretty far off the pack.
So caution on lap number 5 is work lap number 6. It's the first. Mark it down. We're not done.
Well, we're going to have to go another number of laps to make RJ's prediction come to fruition here, but let's take a look at how this first one kicks off. Coming down the backstretch, you see a couple of drivers getting bent out of shape. Maybe some off-center pushes there on the bottom. Maybe a little bit of checking up going on. And as that happens, looks like it's the 11 car that shoots up the racetrack into Lightning McQueen and others. And, I mean, that is towards the front of the field. After that, there's really not that many places for everybody else to go.
That's one of the worst places for an accident to kick off.
I believe that 11 car was Julian O'Neill. And you see even some drivers down at the bottom of the racetrack, a couple drivers on the apron just trying to wait for some of the carnage to subside. They got cars coming down the racetrack after the incident is pretty much over and still getting hit down there on the apron. We'll take another couple of cracks at it here. And we might as well go on board with Lightning McQueen as we see this unfold. You see these cars down low get bent out of shape, and then all of a sudden he's going around. Pretty hard shots for most involved. Let's take one more look from RJ's point of view. He was right at the back of the pack coming into this one. So that'll bring a lot of the drivers down pit road here.
Yeah, only the top 5 have stayed out. Ethan Harrison, Blake Anderson, Ethan Viadvu, Brindley Addington, and Nate Blasdell are out on the circuit. Everybody else led by Nathan Reynolds from second down pit road. Not all of them with damage either. If we're looking for early contenders for paint scheme of the night, it caught RJ's eye, and it's really hard to miss. Nate Blasdell. Reminds me of Cole Maxwell's Ric Flair paint, but instead of Ric Flair, it's Mike Harmon. I want to see like a yassified Applebee's paint scheme centered around Mike Harmon. Can somebody make that happen? Carson Hocevar can have an Applebee's, but I mean, Mike Harmon should get one too. Oh no, sorry, he's got a Chili's. Mike Harmon should get an Applebee's. Just award him a franchise.
100%. That was something we were trying to make happen. I remember a long time ago. Was a Mike Harmon Applebee's sponsorship. Unfortunately, never came to fruition, but never say never. I'm sure he'll jump in. You know, I talked to Carl Long yesterday. He's hopping back in a race car this year, so never say never.
Brindley Addington's car also looking pretty cool. That looks like his album art. If he's got some tour dates coming up around the Nashville area, check your local listings.
Yeah, I saw he specifically got that specially designed for this weekend, so I wanted to preview it to everybody last night, as he usually does. Almost got himself a win, but now getting the show in full force tonight. Venom drivers are beefing in voice chat. We cannot have this. They gotta stick together.
Now, this is the least shocking thing I've ever heard, to be honest. While we've got just a second, I want to make an announcement. It's on the bottom scroller if you've noticed it already. But our next broadcast on Turn 200 will be Friday, February 6th. We're partnering with Matt Schlosser in Special Stage for a Special Stage 500. It's essentially a Daytona 500, but it'll have a couple of interesting twists to it. So still hashing out the exact details, but the Special Stage 500 will be here on Turn 200 Friday, February 6th. Come join our Discord or join Matt Schlosser's Special Stage Discord. And, we will keep everybody in the loop on that because we're excited to get a full-length race here on the channel. Coming to restart lap number 8 after our first caution of the night. Ethan Harrison, the leader. Blake Anderson to his outside. Ethan Viadvu, Brindley Addington on row 2. And Brindley is not rolling.
Just for reference, I guess so we are aware on the broadcast, Blake Anderson said every caution he's taking a shot. So,
Oh
dear.
least surprising news of the night.
So, based on his interview last night, he'll be 10 beers deep and then probably at least 4 or 5 shots by the end of it.
Yep. That's the way things are looking. Lawless Allen is bullying his way through the field here. Just pinched Reynolds up by the wall and then right to the door of Brindley Addington, and he has got a big run trying to sort of bridge the gap from this field after a lackluster restart from pretty much everybody else. Side by side for second behind Ethan Harrison. Nate Blasdell with a little shot there
Whoa.
to Blake Anderson. He's got a big run coming behind him.
Looked like we nearly had a wreck in the back of the pack as well. Some shuffling going on, and now we're 3 wide. That is Palumbo, and doesn't have any takers with him. We'll have to get back in line and try it again.
Palumbo scored as the 8, rocking the 35 on the door. As
Everybody started out last run kind of, it seemed like we were going to spread out a little bit, and then beginning of the pack, all of a sudden we're 3 by 3. Right now, definitely a little spread out, at least from front to back. And we'll see if everybody kind of picks it up again. Sometimes in these super speedway races, whether it's real or virtual, you need to get that big crash out of the way at the beginning so everyone's like, okay, kind of holds their horses, and then you'll see a little bit calmness in the middle. But usually in the Daytona Charity Shootout, that doesn't happen.
Not sure if we said hello to Melissa Reynolds yet. Cheering on Nathan. I mean, Nathan did pit, but he's already back inside the top 10 as he's working underneath of Julian O'Neill.
I think this is Nathan's year. I don't know if I've said it while we're live yet, but that's my race pick. I think this is he's had so many shots at him. Bad luck has happened. I think this is the year Nathan gets it done for sure.
I did want to point out you are a commentator, even if it's just for 1 night a year or 2 nights a year. So you do have the jinxing power.
Uh-oh. Hey, nothing compares to what you did to Kevin A. Spencer last night.
no.
I gotta give a shout out to that guy.
I did.
Oh, my
night.
goodness.
Oh, dear.
Cram just about got turned down into Harrison. That was almost right at the front of the field.
That was.
Couple of NASCAR drivers mixing it up on the outside line here, getting together. Cram and Lawless Allen making it work here on the top side.
Allen came to play. He is not taking any prisoners. Backing up now to the front bumper of Blake Anderson. Well, you got a lot of work to do. I believe in you, though. I think you can do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard getting past Ethan Harrison. He is looking pretty steady up front.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Problems. Caution is out for the second time. Alan Medjison is involved. John Kay, Miguel Campo, your reigning winner, Kyle Zittel, Logan Bearden also getting a piece. Looks like John Kay may have gotten the worst of it. And Alan Medjison as well.
Hard to tell
With that
exactly.
Caution, I do, as we pledged before the stream, we will give our NFL update, unfortunately, for our Carolina viewers. It is a 34-31 loss
Oh,
wow.
for
no.
Carolina.
So the Rams just drove and won.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, that was an absolute shootout of a game, though.
Oh, yeah. Valiant effort by Carolina. Got to give it to them. And
How about
a game where people thought they had no chance.
28 points in the fourth quarter between the two teams. That's crazy. That kind of defense will get you really far in round 2 of the playoffs. All right, what do we got here, Matt?
Yeah, we're taking a look at, trying to see where this one starts out, and it looks like we're 3 wide going through the tri-oval, and it is the 19, although I'm not sure they're scored as the 19. Oh, yes, it is. It's Miguel Campo, I believe, getting together with Alan Medjison, and then John Kay just on the bottom of the racetrack. Couldn't really do anything about it. I don't know if his damage is as bad as we originally thought. He did not hit that inside wall.
That is a big deal for saving a fast repair.
Let's take one more look at it from Campo's point of view. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. It seems like Medjison is really squeezing down the middle here and looks like he comes down the racetrack because Medjison is already basically on the door of John Kay. There really wasn't anywhere for him to go there at that point. I mean, it does get tight there at the tri-oval for sure, but Seemed like Benjamin was probably... I might have been following the driver in front of him as well, because they were not 3 wide in front. That often happens where you just follow that car in front of you, and they might be clear to go down the racetrack, but you probably are not. Might have had the case of that here.
And it is over the years, like you think going into the race, 2 faster pairs, all right, we're good, 3 shots at, making it to the finish, but those go by so fast every year for everybody. And it's crazy to think. Last year, year before, we'll get to halfway and people already be 2 faster pairs down. So it is really a thing. Yes, 2. It may seem like a lot, but with the chaos of this race, again, it is. People still have to be very, very conservative to not make their own mess or get caught up in anybody else's.
I think luckily for everybody thus far, I think there's not much overlap in the 2 crashes in terms of who has been involved or at least heavily damaged. Nobody that got a meatball in the first crash was involved in this second crash. We did lose Garrett A. White, I do believe, but he's the only retirement thus far. The rest of the 26 drivers, including RJ Starcevic, are still out on the track. Hello to James Reynolds in the chat, even though you retracted your message. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Oh, there we go. There's the new one. And a reminder to anybody that's watching, the link to donate to the charity pool is in our description. So if you open up the description box, click on the link, you can find the GoFundMe. All of that money will go directly to the winner's charity of choice here this evening. It's sitting at a cool $200, and the goal has been raised to $350. So let's see if we can get that last $150. Matt, what are you going to do if we hit the new fundraising goal?
Oh, I have to. Wow, you really put me on the spot. I have to do something now? Just yes. The measly old stream producer is the one that has to pull out all the stops, huh?
Yep. Well, I had really long hair a couple of months ago, but I don't have that anymore.
Well, I can't
shave it for charity.
I just got a haircut today, so maybe I predeterminedly knew that we were going to hit our mark. How about that?
So if we hit $500, Matt has to go back to his hairdresser and glue on all of his old hair.
Yeah,
pretend like he didn't get a haircut.
Yep. Beautiful. Okay, that sounds good to me.
So start donating.
I've just heard over the chat. I have to hit the Dougie. Luckily, there is no
hit the Dougie.
There
what
is
year
no
is it?
Camera for anybody to see me do it, so I can just tell you that I've done it, and nobody will know.
Teach this guy how to Dougie.
Yeah, that's going to take a lot of teaching, I think.
How to do the Dougie.
That's a great. Who do you know that can do the Dougie? Name
Pravin Vijay-Kumar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Hey, yeah, the good one.
Well, you two can link up and post it.
Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace. I've seen him hit it. Actually, I'm sure. Gosh, who else? I'm sure Carson Hostfar could hit a mean one.
That might have. I hate to say this, but that may have been before Carson Hocevar's time.
Well, yeah.
Was he even alive when the Dougie was a thing?
So we're saying Ryan Newman could hit a mad Dougie.
Ryan Newman?
Okay, we're going too far back now.
I'm looking at it upside down, Mike Harmon. Shout out Nate Blaston. It's a beautiful paint scheme here.
Everybody drop in the chat your top 5 Dougies.
Yes.
And we'll come to the restart here on lap 17. Oh, dear. It's the kind of quality broadcasting you expect from the Daytona Charity Shootout. We're back on our way.
Exactly. My goal here is to lead a lap, and then I am done. So I will be doing everything I can here to get to the front.
Well, you're in the top 10. That's a good start. As Dawson Cram and Ethan Harrison set to duke it out for the lead. Cram with help from Brody Gunter. Ethan Vietvu pushing Ethan Harrison on the bottom. Top line a little bit more formed up as Blake Anderson now abandons ship and jumps up top behind DJ Powell. Cram is clear. Gunter is not. Cram is going to stick with the 0-1. No. Drops down to the yellow. New leader, 41. Whoa. And I think Gunter might snag it at the line just by a fender flare.
Yeah, there was a bit of a half block / off-center push there on the bottom line, and it got him checked up a little bit, allowed Gunter to get a run there on the tri-oval.
And I'm sorry, that is not Brody Gunter in the 0-1. That is Logan Pugh in the 18, but with the 0-1 on the door.
That's going to be confusing.
Yes, it already is confusing. Notes here. Sorry, Logan. Logan Pugh, the lead.
Whoa! RJ on the third line gets shuffled out.
Oh, dear.
And
we're in the fence.
Yeah, in the wall, going to have to regroup and try it again.
So now it's Pugh and Powell side by side. Pugh, an LCQ winner from 2 years ago, I believe, and what is also one of the closest finishes in 200 history. I don't know what the DCS does to get all these close finishes, but they have a lot of them. 6 1,000ths was our closest margin of victory last night. Whoa, as Pugh gets hooked there just a little and saves it off the front bumper of Dawson Cram.
Lawless Allen up top looking for any takers that are going to go to the third line with him. Nobody has come to help so far, but I would imagine if somebody would like to, that is probably a pretty decent dancing partner here.
Allen gave up a spot in the top 5 to come down pit road under the last caution.
Lawless obviously experienced on the NASCAR circuit and a lot of different vehicles, but experienced here in the Daytona Charity Shootout as well.
Lightning McQueen back in the top 10.
We are starting to stack them back up a little bit here.
DJ Powell might have been clear there for just a hair of a second. But Pugh rallies back on the inside. Oh, big shot there from Blasdell. Cram will find his way back in line. Oh, Anderson wants the lead and tried to sneak underneath the Powell there, but DJ maintains control. A split second later, and that would have not ended well for either of them.
Well, Anderson is not holding back, jumps right back to the outside. He wants the lead.
Oh, Cram and O'Neill hooked together there.
Stacking out here on the back stretch. People are making contact, but saving it so far.
So far.
Oh,
big shot
Anderson.
From Harrison to Anderson. And they're scrambling up front.
Holy mackerel, how are we not wrecking yet?
They are all over the place right now. Outside lane trying to get in rhythm.
Ethan Vietvu stuck to the wall and drops like a rock through the pack. And Anderson is going to jump to the top side as well. So that settles things for the top 6, who are single file for the moment anyway. Logan Pugh maybe trying to get through on DJ Powell here. Dawson Cram, Nate Blasdell. Here's a big run now from Ethan Harrison. Julian O'Neill and Dawson Cram now jumping to the top. Prabhat Vijaykumar as well. That's allowed Miguel Campo and Hayden Palumbo now to move into the action down low. And Lightning McQueen. Powell gives up the bottom. Pugh should be able to fill this hole, but Powell with a bump draft from Dawson Cram. More contact behind.
And O'Neill gets shuffled out the 11, going backwards there in the third lane.
Now, RJ and I are normally on the same wavelength strategy-wise to stay in the back and ride it out. Matt, you are much more the aggressor. This is a lot more your style up front, trying to needle underneath the people and work under to the bottom of the track. I mean, talk about maintaining the aggression level here this early in the
Graham
race.
shoves it 3 wide in the middle.
You talk about aggression. That was it right there. Powell, one too many maneuvers, and Graham shuffles him out with authority.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about this is they have 2 faster pairs to work with. Typically, in a league setting, you either have none or maybe 1 at the most. So having at least an extra one, if not 2 extra here tonight, as
Nathan Reynolds
drivers all over the place.
Sideways.
Campo right back up on the racetrack. And everybody
stack up this inside.
Yeah, everybody survives, but certainly going to break the field up here.
I don't know how many more and they survive we're going to have where the field is just going to explode.
Unbelievable. I got to give a shout out to everybody here. We're dicing it up, saving it. So far, it doesn't last long, so let's appreciate it while we have it.
I mean, going back to your original question, Tommy, the philosophy here is if you're up front, I mean, chances are the wrecks are going to happen behind you, so you're going to stay out of them. But you're also putting yourself in good position should green flag pit stops happen or any number of things that you might need to prepare for. If you're up front, you're usually sitting the best.
Green flag pit stops. That was my bold prediction. I don't know if we're going to get that, but
I mean, there's some drivers that have not come down pit road yet. They are not that far away from probably having to come down pit road.
this is very true.
So we may not get a full cycle, but in a handful of laps, certainly, there are going to have to be some drivers that are making their way down pit road.
And it looks like one of them is your leader, and Harrison. He has not come down pit road yet. Dawson Cram and Logan Pugh came down on lap 6, so, I mean, they're not that much further behind either. Nate Blasdell, Ethan Vietvu, there's some other drivers that haven't come down pit road yet, so, I mean, chances are looking good that we're going to have at least some takers have to come down under green flag, maybe not.
Caution is out, as that one, I believe, again, is going to involve Kyle Zittel. Ethan Vietvu, John Kay, some of the same players from the last one, Brody Gunter, the real one, with another meatball flag. That is going to put him out of fast repairs here early. Miguel Campo involved as well.
Who's the one out of fast repairs?
It should, I believe, Brody Gunter has had 2 meatballs in our 3 cautions thus far.
I think he's going to have to tow. He is crab walking, and he is not going to make it.
Yeah, that front end is all torn up there on the real 01.
I'm not sure how we handle wave arounds in this race. I know usually in the LCQ we just wave them around at any time, but Gunter likely going at least 1 lap down here.
Yeah,
Well,
as
hopefully
long as he can
not.
get back up to pace, he'll be waved back. So.
All right, well,
But
at least
you
has
see how
that going
long
for him.
everything takes.
He did tow before he got to pit road, so that might save his bacon a little bit. But this was a fairly sizable crash towards the back of the field.
Yeah, let's take a look. It looks like it's a driver trying to get down to the bottom and just wasn't quite clear. Could have been a little bit of contact to initially kick that off. We'll have to take another look, and I apologize. I'm trying to figure out who's who here. We're not used to these paint schemes here on the racetrack, but
I think maybe it was Kyle Zittel into Jordan Jorno in a great twist of irony.
we'll back it up one time here. As it's Kyle Zittel on the top side, as Tommy mentioned. And it looks like he may have had just a touch off-center push. That's actually Brinley Addington in the 94 that goes shooting down the racetrack. And Addington is going to get through this, but everybody else behind him, for the most part, not so lucky. You see Gunter just gets absolutely pounded into the outside wall by Jorno. There's at least probably 4 or 5 drivers that are going to have to use another fast repair there.
Well, there's some good news and bad news. Good news is RJ Sarsevic's about to lead a lap. The bad news is we just had a crash on pit road.
Oh, dear.
It involved Pravin Vijay Kumar and Nathan Reynolds. Others, I think, get glancing blows as well, but Pravi's trying to get his damage looked at here.
It's pretty significant. That left rear does not look good.
Probably also making contact with Cameron Tracy as he's trying to get an assessment.
I take that back. It's the right rear of Pravi that's pretty beat up. May have to come back down here.
Well, we have we're gonna fulfill the goal here to lead a green flag lap. As long as I can hold it for the restart. Last night, front row start in the heat did not go well, as we did not have power under the hood.
We're going to lead a yellow flag lap as well.
Yeah, but morally, I can't count that,
Sure, yeah.
I want to lead one lap of the Daytona Charity Shootout. We're going to make it a green flag lap, and then I'm done. And I'm commentating the rest of the race.
We're taking a look at the incident that happened on pit road. Yeah, that was quite a few involved there for sure. Take one more look from Pravi's point of view.
I mean, that was a hard shot for Reynolds.
Looks like some late takers, and Pravi actually ran into the back of. That's what got him all bent out of shape, just checking up to come down pit road. So it looked like Pravi was down to speed, not going to have any issues, and then he got hit from behind.
Very strange. RJ Sarsevich saying, start park. I think he would have parked already.
Yeah, we got a little extra budget from Bapple, I guess, for this race. So.
So Sarsevich, the leader. How's it look at the front?
Looks great. Looks beautiful. We got a nice pack of talented drivers behind me. Given they all pit, I stayed out. We're leading the charity lap here in the charity race. I led lap 29.
How about that?
Hey, there we go. You know what? I might just have to take that and park it after that. But the racer in me wants to restart here and see what happens. So,
I think you just go for it.
Might have to.
You let us take care of the rest. You go out and have some fun.
Uh-oh.
So Sarsevich and Pugh, Cram and Allen, Palumbo, Harrison, the top six. So we come back to green here, lap 30 on the board. Pugh with some damage still. It's not going to make it very conducive for pushing, and Wallace Allen is going to try and push this 0-1.
I'll tell you what, it's working. The 0-1 out front maybe was clear for a moment, but the inside coming back to life.
Sarsevich back to the bottom. Help from Dawson Cram.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there goes Pio.
Oh,
and
dear.
they're still crashing.
Oh,
It's
my.
only Sarsevich and Cram. Everybody else gets a piece. Oh, dear. That was huge.
Yep, that was certainly an incident.
The quote that was just used over the radio was liquefied, spaghettified, other disgusting adjectives, as that was quite the scene here at Daytona.
Yeah, certainly was. Starts right at the front as Pugh is going to get turned. I mean, we talked about the damage to the back of Pugh. I mean, that almost certainly comes into play here. It's the 0-1 into the outside wall, and everybody going to try and scramble. Pretty much nobody going to make it through.
So are you guys giving me the go here, to the motivation to go for it?
Oh,
It's up to
please.
you, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's really tempting. It's really, really tempting. Wait, I do got to get fuel here, though, I will say.
Take a few more looks at it here as they're coming off of turn 4. Might see a good shot at the initial push gone awry. And it looks like Allen maybe just swipes a little right there. You can see him go to the right side of the car. Well, static cam's not going to give us too much there. I think the grounds crew certainly has quite a bit of work to do to the infield after this one.
That is 21 of the 25 remaining cars involved.
Wow. You saw that white 66 car, kind of maybe one of the only cars that was behind the top 6 or 7 that made it through. That was Logan Bearden. So a nice job by Bearden to squeeze through and puts himself in a good position here as a result.
Matt Williamson's first 6-7 on the broadcast. Could know myself.
Well, Blake Anderson's spotters just come into the session, and the way I know is because he keyed up on all teams.
I mean,
Well,
when you have this mean mug in your rearview mirror, I mean, that's what I would call intimidation factor right there.
Absolutely.
I think he is pressed square on the controller, and he's got the intimidator mode going.
He certainly hit the intimidate button last night. He was rocking and rolling. By the way, he finished 16th in this race last year after doing the same thing. Not the LCQ, but a heat race winner.
I'd like to officially announce on lap 33, I've decided we're going to go for it.
All right. He's
Got
going
two
for
fast
it.
repairs. Didn't bring a win to turn 200 this year in the Venom Truck Series, so we're going to have to do it here tonight.
Hey, you're just as much of a celebrity as any of the others out here. You might as well put your hat in the ring, Barty.
Absolutely.
I guess. I feel a little out of order, though, next to Lightning McQueen, I got to say.
Well, you just got to call Pixar. They'll get the RJ movie going.
That's true. Or AI and like Kyle Zittle did Discord today in Indicato. But we are approaching halfway this race. Been pretty dicey so far. Certainly, obviously, only made it there almost half a lap. or almost a whole lap there on that restart. We've seen Dawson Cram out front a lot. Blake Anderson's been making moves. Lawless Allen's been very aggressive, trying to make moves and get his way to the front. I think we're going to have a lot of people that are going to be vying for a spot. And Kyle Zittel, quietly trying to make his way up to the front so he can be in position to win this race. It's going to be an exciting second half here.
Just like RJ said a few laps ago, we're not even to halfway with 2 large crashes and 2 supplemental crashes already. The faster pairs are wearing thin. So back underway. Cram the leader. Bearden with no help. Cram jumps up to the top, and that is going to be a pusher pushing a pusher pushing.
Oh,
Anderson!
my!
Cram saves it.
What a save!
Unbelievable. Wow. Impressive stuff, and here goes Hayden Palumbo now to the top. Anderson underneath of Cram to make it 3 wide for the lead.
Anderson is not backing down.
Nope,
Not
he's 4
everybody
shots
on
in.
this service.
And look at this, Hayden
And
Palumbo.
they'll make that save.
Oh,
We're not
no!
saving this one.
Oh, dear. That is another ginormous
Oh, dear.
field-eating crash.
There may not be many left after this.
Wow. Absolutely decimated. Dawson Cram, Logan Bearden, Lawless Allen, all with humongous hits. Blake Anderson and Nathan Reynolds, too.
Lightning McQueen, Brinley Addington also involved.
Man,
Boy, oh boy.
To
that was...
announce or see that Nathan Reynolds is manually disconnected.
Yeah.
Man.
So, taking a look here, Hayden Palumbo gets clear of the field, and it looks like it is the 66 of Logan Bearden. Thought that he was clear as well, but was not, and comes down right into that second lane. And I mean, this wipes out a bunch of drivers. There's only about 3 drivers that made it through.
I mean, that's 3 big ones. 2 of them in the exact same spot. The Destructors Championship is heating up.
I mean, we talked about this with an incident a little bit earlier where sometimes you just follow that car in front of you because you think you can. And in this case, it was Bearden pushing Palumbo out to the lead and thought he would be able to get clear as well and just could not. Sounded like Brody Gunter was heavily involved. It's going to be damage that won't be able to be fixed by a fast repair for Gunter, although I don't know if it's a meatball necessarily.
Don't believe he has one.
Gunter was far behind this pack. Seems like they're getting checked up. Oh, he gets hit from behind right into John Kay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it only takes one duck out of sorts to kind of mess up everybody's opportunity to maybe miss that one. Oh, dear. Well, this is a bit of a different scenario, I suppose, than your typical official or league race, but I hear you.
Absolutely.
What was the scenario? My audio disconnected.
Oh,
For a
Nathan
second.
Nathan Reynolds in the chat has mentioned things like this are why he hasn't been on iRacing in 4 months.
What was the reason for DNF?
I would assume-
Three big crashes.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was
including
it.
one on pit
Wow.
road.
Oh man, that guy has the worst luck in this race. I mean, undisputed.
Well, you said 7 years of trying earlier. Maybe he does have to wait till the 20th edition of this race
Wow.
to fulfill the prophecy.
They might till he and Bentley can race in it together.
There you go.
And Bentley can push him to the win. Is when
All
it
right.
may happen.
We are officially across halfway. Let's reset the field for you. As of the 27 drivers that started, I believe we still do have 24 out on the track. A lot of them are out of fast repairs or rocking some damage. But your leader right now is Hayden Palumbo. Kyle Zittel will start to his outside. Miguel Campo and Nate Blasdell on row number 2. Pravin Vijay-Kumar and Andy Ducato will be on row number 3. Actually, scratch that. No, that's right. Jordan Jorno, Ethan Vietvu, Lawless Allen, and Brentley Addington will be the top 10. So we're officially working in the back half of this race.
And the Chicago Bears have kicked a field goal to go up 3-0.
Okay. Now, this is how you know this race is a big deal. You've got 2 Illinois boys missing a Bears-Packers playoff game to be here this evening.
Exactly. It's been a little bit since we've had a Bears game. So all my family up north watching, hoping for a home victory tonight against, well, a team they don't really like.
No, they do not. I'll leave it at that. Because Kyle Zittel might listen to this, and he's from Wisconsin. Zittel on the outside, front row. Palumbo has control. We're back to green. Palumbo backing up, looking for some help. Zittel trying to get a nose ahead. Jordan Jorno, Andy Ducato moving down to the bottom. It'll be Nate Blasdell now pulling in behind your defending race winner. Jorno and Ducato ducking out. Interesting move.
I would say likely, maybe not any fast repairs left. That might be the situation for them.
Does seem pretty likely. 260 cars, that's Pravi and Ethan Vietvu on the top side. Zittel leads the lap. He's already matched his lap lead total from last year's race. 1.
Lovely.
But he led the most important one last year.
I was going to say he led lap 70 as opposed to lap 38 this time. Blasdell with a nice shove. Zittel is clear. In front of his Venom Truck Series teammate. Former actual teammate is in the Venom Truck Series, Hayden Palumbo. Now, if I'm these
we got some contact here. Blake
boy.
Anderson is skedaddling his way through the middle, per se, and another fantastic save here in the back from these guys.
Yeah,
Anderson and Allen next to each other. Oh, boy. First appearance at the front for Dimitri Mundros, the 28 car. Miguel
Go
Campos
3 by
had enough.
3.
Oh, Blasdell into Palumbo. Oh, man. Blasdell clear down to the bottom. Vietvu leads the middle. Pravi leads the top. This is tense.
Oh.
Again.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
big move to the top here, whether he planned that or not.
we've had a bunch of big ones, and they are not stopping.
No, they are not. No lessons learned. Anderson is squarely in the middle after a shot there from Powell.
Robin Vijay Kumar trying to get to the front, possibly his first ever Daytona Charity Shootout lap lead. He's trying to get here. Trying to make some headway here on the very top lane. Not getting a bunch of help. Brindley Addington, here he comes. I hear the guitar strumming.
When Kyle Zittel says he wants out, it's getting too crazy. Oh, there's Powell into Mudros.
Yeah, a little bit of separation from this top back because they know what will or might come here. It's Lightning McQueen smack in the middle of all of it.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got some more contact. DJ Powell saves it.
Oh, and Anderson
off the
contact.
Side of Mundros.
Anderson contact with Vietvu there as well, and Vietvu is clear if he wants it. Barely squeezes down.
This is like watching Chernobyl. Fission
There
is
we
starting
go.
to ping.
Oh,
Blocks
boy.
Vijay Kumar all the way up to the top.
Well, we're within the fuel number here. I hate to say it. I don't think we're getting any green flag pit stops.
No, I don't think so. Julian O'Neill shot him through. At least some drivers are heeding some caution as they've rolled out of the pack, but this top 9 or so are not heeding any caution whatsoever.
Oh!
O'Neill with a shot
More
to Bravo.
contact. You'd think we were at Martinsville
Whoa!
by the amount of beating and banging we got going here in the pack. Glasdale saves it. It's 11 car, a little bit unstable here. O'Neill. I don't think I've ever done this in my life. I am in a 3x3 pack, and I am attempting to commentate what is happening right in front of me.
You're doing a great job.
It is quite scary. I'm going to go to the bottom here.
From the wall to the inside, and help from Kyle Zittel on the way as inside is starting to make some ground down low.
Yeah.
Not if Blake Anderson has anything to say about it.
Oh, third lane broke up for a second. There's more contact. Pravi gets turned.
Pravi around, caution is out. RJ gets a piece of it. Miguel Campo, Hayden Palumbo. And I think that was off of DJ Powell. And Powell has got big-time problems with that 86 car. That left front tire is detached. So hopefully he's still got a fast repair in the bag. How bad's the damage, RJ?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
Oh,
well,
man.
Let's,
Y'all got a better view than me. I can't really see
I
it.
guess we'll have
I
to
think I'm
take
all right.
a look for the old pal.
Is that cheating? Who cares?
Not for RJ.
It's for charity.
Yeah.
I don't have a spotter, so I mean that's what you guys technically are.
That's all this is a spotter stream.
I mean, it looks pretty clean to me, so I'd say keep it rolling.
Yeah, we got fuel to the end. Track position is still pretty important, I would say, especially in these cars. The runs aren't as big as I feel you see in the truck from my experience.
So there's the contact between Pravi. I mean, it looks pretty clean to me, so I'd say keep it rolling. And we got
You can hear Matt in the background.
Yeah, we got RJ stream going over the commentator booth here, but it's DJ Powell and Pravi getting together there through the middle. We'll take another look. Looked like the 11 of O'Neill also kind of came down across Powell there. There was hardly any room to maneuver, and I think it checked Powell up a little bit. Down into Palumbo and then up into Pravi. You see RJ getting tagged there just a little bit. Zittle's able to squeeze through on the bottom. And the 19 of Campo tried to go way down low, but still caught a piece of it here.
So
I would say
with
Powell
Nathan
certainly got
being
the worst
gone,
of it.
I was thinking of making a new race pick, but I'm not, because I'm not going to do that to somebody, unfortunately.
I think you should just pick yourself at this point.
Now that's
I mean,
interesting. We've never had an inception like that before.
But will you
I feel
jinx
like
yourself?
when you
That's
guys
the question.
compete in the Venom Clash.
I mean, will he jinx himself or will it cancel itself out?
Look, man, I race a lot of these. If there's anything I race somewhat often on the service, it is super speedways. I didn't plan to race tonight at all. I didn't really have a game plan. Then it sounded fun. But certainly I love the super speedways. As I said last night, love me some Carb Cup, 5 to go. Draft Master when it doesn't affect my IR. Love it out here. Are you guys allowed to make mid-race picks, though?
I think we are.
Ones to watch?
I mean, I think we could technically do anything that doesn't violate terms of service. So,
Very
Matt,
true.
do you have a mid-race pick here? It's hard. Nobody has any momentum now with all the crashes.
Yeah, for sure. There's been so many. I mean, Anderson has been extremely aggressive, but I think some of the other drivers have cut him a bit of slack because it's not, within 10 to go. I think that he might run into some trouble. So he's a good contender, but I don't think it'll be my pick. I think I'm going to pick a homer pick here, and that is going to be Hayden Palumbo. We know Palumbo's very aggressive on these types of racetracks as well, if you've ever watched the Venom Truck Series on Turn 200. And he's put himself in a couple of good spots tonight. He's inside the top 10 right now. I'm going with the 35 on the door of Palumbo.
I think I've got a few in mind. It's hard to argue against Ethan Vietvu. He was rock solid in his heat race last night. Didn't get to see him in a long-form race, but he's been just as good here this evening. Nate Blasdell, if you're looking for pushers late in this race, he's been very effective. I haven't got to see what he can do at the front of a line yet, at least not for very long. So we'll see if this 27 car can get up at the front and make some noise late. But he's certainly somebody you're going to want to have in your mirror. And if we're talking about ruthless aggression, how about Lawless Allen back in the top 10? He has been a man possessed whenever he gets a sniff of the front of this field. No telling what he will do for a win in the Daytona Charity Shootout tonight.
100%. He's been aggressive, been here a lot of these years, and as we hit lap 48 here, coming to this final stretch of 20 or so laps. Thank you to everybody who is watching on Turn 200. If you've watched any of the past years, thank you very, very much. If you're watching for the first time, also thank you very much. We appreciate everyone watching, everybody that's donated to the funds, as we get to determine here in 20 laps what amazing charity or cause is getting those funds. So it's always a great time out here at Daytona. Thanks everybody for tuning in. For the best broadcasters in the business.
Oh, it's serious.
And I will sprinkle that love with a little bit of bad news for us Illinois people.
Uh-oh.
Packers have scored, but
Oh,
have
no.
missed. Oh no, they haven't attempted the PAT yet. Touchdown to 3 in Soldier Field.
Gonna be one of those nights. Gonna be on the edge of our seat, not just for this race, but right afterwards as well. All right. We've switched to laps to go on the counter after our sixth caution of the evening. Not many faster pairs left floating around this field. Ethan Vietvu and Blake Anderson lead the way. Not a great start there for Dimitri Mundros. Kyle Zittle rocking some damage on the back of his car. We'll see how that will come into play. Vietvu with a big lead, but that's not always a good thing here. Blake Anderson might have a run here out of turn number 2.
Outside line going backwards here for a moment. RJ trying to give some help to the 11 of O'Neal. As Vievu still leads it with the push of Anderson. And RJ has left the 11 out to dry.
We had a tight battle last night coming to the end of that heat.
Palumbo pulling out. Brindley Addington now into the mix with help from Kyle Zittel.
How about you, Brindley Addington?
And here's Blake Anderson's move, looking for the lead.
Oh, baby, we're our 3
Anderson going to the top. Oh, boy.
Crashing.
Wiesel into O'Neal. Saves
Gunter
it.
gets turned behind. Just a one-car incident. I don't believe the caution will fly.
That also involved Dawson Cram, so 2 separate incidents there. Brody Gunter getting the worst of all of it. Mundros crossed up. As Vievu is dropping backwards, new leaders Hayden Palumbo. Palumbo now going down low, not much help for a couple of car lengths behind him, and this might allow Blake Anderson now with the help of the boss man to get through. Blake Anderson leading down the backstretch with help from RJ Starcevic and Pravit Vijaykumar.
Anderson and Starcevic clear, and Starcevic is going to take it. Anderson left out.
There goes RJ to the lead. Slingshot engaged on the main car.
Oh, look at this. Little double lane block in here from the 29. Palumbo will get back even.
Addington with some contact with Vijaykumar and O'Neal. Lightning McQueen is rearing his head at the back of this line. Big run here and some discombobulation down low. Anderson and Starcevic are clear.
Oh, yeah.
Loose into the wall.
Somehow
Saves
stays out of everybody.
Improbable. Here is John Kay into the fold for the first time tonight.
Yeah,
3 wide, 2 deep.
Kay has been wrapped up in just about every incident possible, but still has a car capable of running up front, helping O'Neal out of the third lane.
Just as quickly as they arrive, they are dropping back.
They need help from another car there on the top side, but they're not going to get it.
Addington trying to push Vijaykumar. They are not quite synced up. Anderson surges back ahead down low. Palumbo looking to do the same.
Oh.
Inside 20 to go now.
And Starcevic shuffled to the top now as Palumbo gets to the middle with Pravi behind him now. It's cutthroat up here. Oh, Addington into K. Cram with a reaction into the wall. Cole Maxwell was about to make the sandwich there.
That's going to break the field up. Not a lot of damage, I don't think, but definitely a lot of ground lost for these drivers further back.
Pravi trying to get hooked back up here with RJ. Palumbo finding help with Julian O'Neal.
Couple of Xbox buddies getting together in the third lane here.
Party it up.
Party it up, party's over.
We are 17 laps from party over here. Blake Anderson and Ethan Vievu.
As I get a chance to lean towards my mic, absolutely dicey up here, as you guys can see. I mean, these cars, as we've known every year we've done this, are not the easiest to push whatsoever. You can you gotta really size it up to be able to give any sort of nudge, which just, makes it so on edge here with these race cars.
Oh, there we go.
We are crashing in the back.
Addington into the wall hard. others
Addington,
involved.
O'Neill,
Cram.
Tracy, Medgerson, John Kay, Cole Maxwell, Jordan Jorno, and Dimitri Mundros. Another call for dude wipes out on the circuit.
Boy, Dawson Cram was up front for about the first half of this race and has now been wrapped up in a couple of incidents. Brindley Addington was looking solid there within 20 to go as well and hit the outside wall pretty darn hard. Let's take a look at how this one kicks off. RJ up top. Addington here behind Vijay Kumar. Oh, and it looks like maybe Addington wanted to get to that second lane to give some help to RJ, but the 11 of O'Neill occupied the space, was not clear, and Addington actually has all four wheels off the ground at one point. Oh, as you see, Cram gets absolutely piled into there on the bottom. We'll go back and take a look at it from O'Neill's point of view. We'll get a maybe a better look at exactly how it kicked off. As O'Neill, occupying that second lane. Addington wanted to get there, but was not clear. It'd be hard-pressed to find a driver without some sort of damage on their race car right now.
I think so.
Yeah, as you guys stated when we were kind of giving our ones to watch, it is super impressive the way Blake Anderson, no matter what, has been able to keep himself up front, get himself back up to the front. Ethan Vietvu as well has been able to maintain his spot, because it's one thing to be able to win a 7-lap heat, but it's one thing to be up here at the end of a 70-lap race.
The only misstep for Blake Anderson tonight was getting completely vaporized in one of the cautions, but luckily that doesn't mean anything. It's not canon with a fast repair.
Yeah, I believe this is Logan Pugh's 4th Daytona Charity Shootout, making great headway here, probably in the best spot he's ever been as we come to a late race restart. As we've been talking about, Lawless Allen, super aggressive in this race. He's ended up 5th, and Lightning McQueen was so close the year, his debut year, when he almost beat Ryan Vargas, but Robbie Lyons pushed Vargas by him. Certainly hoping for vengeance here in this race. Pravin Vijaya Kumar right back here as well in 7th. And how about rounding out the top 10, Kyle Zittel and John Kay.
Just to point out as well, donation link is still open, still sitting at $200. So it'll be a restart with 13 laps to go. Still, I think 23 drivers on the lead lap. And 24 running, as Brindley Addington might be out of fasties. He's still sitting on pit road. Miguel Campo is 4 laps down out there on the track, getting a lap back right now. And he rides in 25th. Don't know if we'll have 4 more cautions, but I think we're good for at least one. So, just a guess.
Yeah, I mean, still A lot of race cars left, even with all of the incidents that we've had tonight, and I should say all the big incidents we've had tonight. Still a lot of cars out on the racetrack, so, I mean, as long as you can stay within this pack, I mean, pretty much everybody out there's got a shot at this point.
Hello to Real Jordan 57. I'm not sure who Conrail is, but you suck. I guess. Hello to Matt Schlosser in the chat. A lot more positivity there.
Disappointed that Schlosser wasn't able to join us here tonight. The Venom Truck Series champion.
The two-time.
Two-time.
And reigning.
Guess you could say I took Matt Schlosser's spot in the race. That's what
There
we'll say.
you go.
I'm racing for you, Matt.
RJ's been inducted into the Society of Matts for one night only.
Matt Starcevic.
Like it.
There you go.
Two of my first childhood friends were named Matt.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Blake Anderson, Ethan Vidvu, Logan Pugh, Hayden Palumbo, the top four with Lawless Allen up here. Oh, well, I don't think Cameron Tracy sucks. So I take that back. Sorry, Cameron. Hello to Corey Rutherford in the chat as well. Palumbo is the Venom representative in the top 5 for now. Starcevic and Zittel are not too far behind. John Kay in the top 10. Yes, here goes Pravi right to the top with 13 to go with help from RJ.
And it looks like Lightning McQueen might be coming to help as well.
Oh,
no! Palumbo turned. Oh, my. But Jay Kumar got absolutely obliterated into the outside wall.
Holy.
Good Lord almighty.
Oh, my.
Holy cow.
Well, I think we might be in store for another one after seeing that. Oh, dear.
Wow.
Let's take a look back. I mean, I don't know exactly where this starts. It looks like maybe a off-center push to Palumbo. Let's see if we can get a camera angle that's not changing as the contact happens. As Palumbo and Vijay Kumar, it looks like Vijay Kumar's on the outside and maybe just comes down into that right rear of the 35 just a bit. Either way, everybody scrambles. And, oh dear, it was Cole Maxwell that just absolutely obliterated the 60 there. See a bunch of drivers down through the infield. Well, RJ, you were involved in that one. What did you see from your point of view? It looked like it kind of happened almost in your lap there.
Yeah, I saw somebody get absolutely right hooked. That's just what my view was. It can happen so fast here at Daytona. Making a move, Vijay Kumar went to make a 3-wide move there on the outside. Let's see, I guess I can watch the replay myself here on the Turn 200 broadcast. Yep. That is, in fact, a right hook. Aiden Palumbo head first into the wall. I make a little contact with him there. Lightning McQueen hits me in the back. I was able to fly down pit road. Sorry to all the crew members down there that got petrified. Didn't mean it. But I think we're going to be all right here. We're going to stay out.
All right. I mean, to Vijay Kumar's defense, I suppose, it did look like that middle lane moved up a touch. So that's just one of those things that happens at a super speedway.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be restarting here inside of single digits with 9 to go. Still another pace lap and a quarter left. What is the green-white checkered situation?
Unlimited.
Oh my. Unlimited green-white checkers.
I believe the iRacing limit is 15. If we get 15.
15. But if we get there, there's going to be a problem.
There's going to be nobody left, and the playoff game, the Bears game, will be over. Oh, dear.
It will.
So Miguel Campo, I believe, still has 2 laps to get back, so he'll be looking for one more caution. The good news for him, I think he'll get it. All right, 9 to go when we get back to the line. Blake Anderson, Logan Pugh on row 1. Ethan Vietvu and Lawless Allen row 2. Kyle Zettel and John Kay. Boy, that's a duo there on row 3. Likewise for Andy Ducato and Cole Maxwell on row 4. Ethan Harrison and Hayden Palumbo on row 5. So apparently Palumbo was sitting on a faster pair. DJ Powell, Logan Bearden, RJ Starcevic, Brody Gunter, Alan Medjison, Pravi Vijay Kumar, Lightning McQueen, Dawson Cram, Nate Blasdell. Some of these drivers their cars actually look okay. So maybe some people were holding on to some faster pairs, or they've at least buffed it out. Sometimes that's all you can do is just sigh, go into the pits, and buff it out for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, quite a bit of Bondo applied to the cars here.
This is what puts the shootout in Daytona Charity Shootout right here.
9 to go, and the 9 is the leader. Anderson and Pugh lead the way. Zittel leaving a lot of space there as Vietvu is through to second.
Certainly not a very put-together restart. It'll be interesting when everybody does end up coming together here.
Kay in line with Zittel now as Allen and Pugh fading on the top side. Here's Vietvu now making a move to go side by side with Anderson. Whoa, maybe.
Oh! Ducato!
Ducato shuffled out.
Oh, boy, he might come. Oh, no, he gets it slowed down. Nice job from the 0-2 there.
Wow. 8 to go.
I mean, Ducato was coming with a head of steam. I think he had to check up in it. Maybe got hit from behind.
Tense at the front of the field. Kyle Zittel looking to defend the crown. Pushing the race leader, Blake Anderson. Lots of heavy hitters matriculating to the front.
Yeah, as we get closer and closer to the end here, there is going to be a lot of pushing the pusher 3 or 4 deep here, I think.
7 to go. Big
2x2. You just wonder when somebody's going to make that 3 wide of the top move. Hasn't worked a ton tonight. See, there hasn't worked or resulted in chaos. And as I say it, here we go.
There goes Palumbo. Palumbo, Dawson Cram, Lightning McQueen.
That's a pretty good trio there.
They could definitely make something work here up top. Cole Maxwell might be thinking about it. That's an ICR teammate of his in Palumbo. And there he goes.
Oh, we got a more takers. Oh, Palumbo on the outside wall.
There we go.
And the caution is out with 6 to go. As Pugh.
Oh, my. The 35 spinning like a top.
Just a little late.
Yeah, there was
Big shot there.
Some late moves to the outside line there for sure.
I'm sure Palumbo was expecting the move from Maxwell, and it seemed pretty well timed out. But anytime one goes, you got to expect maybe the guy in front of him to go as well. And pushing the pusher very much, causing that one.
And it looked like Vijay Kumar was involved in another one there as well.
That might be it for Hayden Palumbo.
Yeah,
he's towed back to the pits.
Towed pretty quick. He's going to go a lap down. I don't think he's probably going to get an opportunity to get the lap back, even if he does have a fast repair. So let's see if we can find a decent camera here. As Tommy mentioned, Maxwell in this black 69 car, this seemed like a calculated move by a couple of teammates in the Venom Truck Series. But then we're going to have another late taker, and at that point really isn't clear. And it's going to stack up that entire third line. Cram and Palumbo going to get the worst of it. That was Pugh in the 0-1 that made that late move. I mean, this late in the race, you got to do what you think is right. Just that one certainly did not work out. .68 of Medinson involved there as well, and this is the big shot for the 35. Right there into the inside barrier. Yep, that was a big one. Well, I think we're going to go on board with Maxwell here, because he certainly had the best look of the move that kicked it off.
Not that he really wanted that distinction.
You hear Maxwell back off, but maybe got hit from behind. He's going to make it through, but everybody else you can see in the rearview mirror crashing. Looking at it from Maxwell's point of view, it wasn't a super late move. I mean, Pugh did have the room, but it checked up that entire line, and it caused the chain reaction.
Well, well, well. I think this is going to be a natural green-white checkered. Nobody's really had the opportunity to challenge Blake Anderson yet, because as soon as they jump out of line, either somebody crashes or they lose their helm. But according to the scripture, he's got to be 9 shots deep right now.
This is certainly set to be a finish here. We've seen some great saves tonight, but we have certainly seen some big wrecks tonight, as we always have. I'd say it's certainly shaping up to be a usual Daytona charity shootout. Although last year we did have a solid run to the end until turn 3 and 4. Shout out Danny Bone, who is not here tonight. He was fighting that car.
And I believe Dean Thompson's cat also caused a crash, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah. Dean Thompson's cat caused a wreck last race. That wasn't great. He's out at a hockey game appearance tonight, but so shout out to him, also former Daytona Charity Shootout winner.
Kyle Zittel with an opportunity to be the first to win 2. And he's on the outside of the front row here with help not too far behind in John Kay.
Fellas, there's some pretty clean-looking cars up front here. I think we had some drivers sandbagging, saving some fast repairs for the end.
Telling you this much, the chrome horn on that 25 still works. He is going to put it to use here.
John Kay is going to be
sure
sandwiched in between a couple of maybe the most aggressive drivers throughout the night.
Yeah, this is the front runners are certainly up front here. We set the stage earlier. Blake Anderson's been out front almost all night. If he wins this, if he goes LCQ to feature, that will certainly be a first and an incredible feat for him. Kyle Zittel trying to go back-to-back. John Kay kind of lost the shot last year, getting involved in a little late spin. Wasn't up front as close as he would have liked to been. Ethan Vietvu, first time out here. Lawless Allen's been aggressive. There's so many people that could come up here and win this race, and this is what Daytona's all about.
He dominated early. He's been completely absent for the better part of the last 40 laps, but Ethan Harrison is back in the top 10, another driver who could become the first repeat Daytona Charity Shootout victor. It is a natural green-white checkered, and if we have to throw the caution here, we've got a lot more opportunities for green flag or green-white checkers down the road.
What do we think here, fellas? Is this it? We got a couple more in us.
This could be it. I don't know.
Depends on how this restart goes, I suppose.
Here we
Find
go.
out. Blake Anderson and Kyle Zittel, 2 laps to go. We are back underway. Kay is trying to leave a gap, but now Anderson up in front of Zittel. Very smart driving from the 9. Bumper tag.
Anderson moves to the bottom with a shove from Kay there in the middle of turn 2.
Vietvu pushing Zittel. Help separated from each other in Kay and Zittel. But the decent one is looking to take the lead down the backstretch.
John Kay is absolutely attached to the bumper of Anderson, as is Vietvu to Zittel.
To the stripe. This race is official. Final lap in the Daytona Charity Shootout. Anderson and Zittel side by side.
Whoa!
Got from Kay up to the 9 of Anderson. Gets them all squarely behind. Still even keel as the big one is on behind. Kay getting Anderson loose. Here comes Logan Pugh and Ethan Harrison. 3 wide.
Anderson gets
Kay!
turned!
Into Zittel, and Anderson is going to make it through. He's the
Anderson's
only one.
the only one left. Brody Gunter squeezed through as well.
The entire field's gone. John Kay's flipping. Oh, my
Gunter
goodness.
is too far back to get the run. It's going to be LCQ to feature win. Blake Anderson, the winner of the 7th Daytona Charity Shootout.
Blake Anderson, like you said, wins the feature last night, was almost relying on the fan vote to get into this race, wins the 7th edition of the Daytona Charity Shootout, the first one ever to win it from the heats.
Rags to riches for Brody Gunter. He was in every crash tonight. He'll finish in 2nd. And how about Lightning McQueen fulfilling the prophecy for his second podium finish in the Daytona Charity Shootout? Disappointment for John Kay and for Kyle Zittel as they essentially wipe each other out on the final lap. But Blake Anderson, Turn 200's favorite driver on a Friday night, and he puts himself on the top of the pylon at the end of the night tonight as well.
Also, Turn 200's drunkest driver.
Amen.
Supposedly took 9 shots tonight for every caution we had.
I think we'll find out pretty quickly if that's true in the post-race. How about Miguel Campo, top 5? He was just 5 laps down. Does that sound familiar?
Oh dear, well everything has frozen for myself. Tommy, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, well, iRacing has freaked out on me big time here.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Very interesting. Well,
Lightning McQueen podium finish will do that to you.
Yeah. That's a ka-chow for sure. Assuming we can't
I think
configure controls. Oh dear.
It's gone completely black for me, unfortunately. I don't know what just happened.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's gonna make it hard to take a look at a replay.
At least we made it to the finish, I suppose.
I guess so. What on earth? Okay.
Oh,
well,
wait a minute.
Well, I can tell you it was a brutal crash in turn 3 and 4.
I think we're done. I think that's all she wrote, fellas.
oh my God. Blake Anderson broke our stuff. All right. Well, I guess you keep working on that. I'll get us the full finishing rundown here, and we'll start the interview train at least. If we get it back, we'll start taking a look at replays. Radio style, Blake Anderson, the winner. Brody Gunter, Lightning McQueen, the podium finishers. I don't know if we'll get a word in with Lightning. He likes to big league us, so we'll see about that. Logan Pugh will finish in 4th. Miguel Campo in 5th. Ethan Harrison, Cole Maxwell, DJ Powell. Ethan Vietvu and Dawson Cram, your top 10. 11th for Nate Blasdale. 12th for John Kay. Lawless Allen, 13th. Logan Bearden, 14th. Andy DeCondo in 15th. RJ Starcevic then finishes 16th. Alan Midges in 17th. Cameron Tracy, Pravin Vijay Kumar, and a very disappointing P20 for Kyle Zittel, who was the leader down the backstretch. Jordan Journeau then 21st, and then DNFs for sure for Palumbo, Addington, Mundros, O'Neill, Reynolds, and Garrett White, an early retiree. Do we have it back?
We do. We have it back. This is a look at the final lap. So as we're coming to the checkered Anderson, or excuse me, to the white, Anderson gets a little bit out of shape from John Kay here coming into turn 1. Gunter further back was way out of shape down on the apron there for a moment. Trouble behind between Vijay Kumar, Starcevic, Cram, and others. And this is where we're going to see the big incident happen as Anderson, a little bit bent out of shape. I don't know how he didn't get turned across the entire field as everybody goes crashing into the outside wall. Anderson is the only driver really to make it through other than Brody Gunter. And Anderson is the winner. I mean, Anderson was the one that got turned into the field and somehow came out on top. That is ridiculous.
I feel like this is the 3rd time in about 6 months that Brody Gunter has done that. And we're going to have to take a look at it because I'm sure it's just unbelievable.
Oh, I'm sure. We should take a look at the entire final lap for Gunter here because at one point, in turn 1, he was on the apron. This is Brody Gunter coming to the white. Big checkups in front. Then gets hit from behind, down onto the apron. Gets hit from behind again. And now is going to thread the needle. Crash up front. The C's part for Gunter as he squeezes through on the bottom.
I mean, come on.
I mean, as much as there is some reaction time and skill there, that is also a lot of luck that everybody happened to fly up the racetrack at the right time.
Goodness gracious.
That is just what you hope to happen when you're in that position, is that everybody takes themselves out and hope, but then he has someone behind him. Come on, give me a push to get to Blake, but not enough. But I mean, a runner-up position when you're in the spot you were in on that final lap before all that happened. I mean, you got to take that as a win.
I would like to get one last request. I'd like to get our head-on cam, I think on John Kay, who went absolutely tumbling. See if the camera will even survive that.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. We'll see if we can break iRacing one more time here tonight. And to some chats down in the chat, some folks saying that it was really Anderson that turned himself. I wasn't necessarily placing blame on anybody, just calling the actions on the racetrack. Let's get a look. Okay, good pushes through the corner.
Goodness.
Poor John. Oh, dear.
Oh, and Anderson a bit bent out of shape from the push. Oh, dear. That is quite the tumble for the two there. I think
has been checked and released from the infield care center.
we're gonna make
good.
we're gonna make everybody sick here. I want to rewind this and then go to the gyro cam.
There you go.
Oh boy, not the.
That's how
gyro
you break
cam.
iRacing.
You got to see it really from John Kay's point of view. Now let's just take a look from the in-car with the gyro cam. I think we have the gyro cam here. Maybe actually, I'm not sure I have that in this camera pack. That is
He
unfortunate.
probably got rid of it.
Oh, wait a minute. I found it. Here we go.
John Kay is reporting that John Kay is dead. Now, that's a reliable source.
I trust that.
Oh, my. Everybody hang on to your dinner here.
I don't think it's supposed to move like that.
No, definitely not. I think that roll cage is going to need a little work.
John, did you have a Hans device?
Well, we've done the full finishing rundown already, just without the fancy graphics. So we'll move on. Again, for the third time in just about as many months, Brody Gunter sneaks through it at the end and will pick up the runner-up spot. But Hayden did not win this time. You're correct. I was trying to think of the other time. Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. I mean, talk about a night. It seemed like you were in every single crash, and then finally you miss one, and it's total feast or famine, but it's a feast.
Yes, sir. I mean, I definitely have my top 5 favorite crashes of this race I can definitely go through. But we'll skip past that and go on about the race. Yeah, I mean, it was fun, very crazy and hectic at moments. You can see I was involved in a lot of wrecks. Used up both fast spares before the halfway point, and then kind of spent most of the race riding in the back, as far back as possible, trying to dodge all the wrecks that would follow after that, and still getting in a couple of them. And then right there at the end, basically being in the top 10, finally going for it. Couldn't really go anywhere with it until the entire field wrecked except Blake. So congratulations to them on the win. I just hate that I was so close as one spot out after all of that, but I will still take it after the night I had.
Matt, what you got?
Yeah, congrats on a good finish here. I mean, you kind of mentioned it. You were involved in just about everything here tonight. But, I mean, what was it like to kind of get a chance to race with some real-life NASCAR talent and a few celebrities out there tonight as well?
I mean, I don't want to sound this come off bad, but I mean, I kind of do that in real life too at some point.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's fair.
I would say it didn't really feel as like that different to me. It definitely is still cool, and I mean, the main thing to me is the cool event to be part of. That RJ puts on. It's awesome to be here for this and driving for these charity type races. It's really awesome and like a fun race where there's no points you gotta worry about. It's just go out there and go for the win. It's just sadly some people take that sometimes too to heart and make moves at the start that are very aggressive, but it was still a very fun race. Overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being part of it. I enjoyed being part of all the wrecks that I was a part of. It was really fun, really good race.
RJ, what you got?
Yeah, man. I mean, for all the competitive races you do, whether it's in real life or even on the sim as well, where you are really you got to be conservative in this one too. But as you mentioned, I mean, how fun is it to be able to come out to Daytona and your only sight is just to get the checkered flag. Which when you clear that wreck, did you have any hope that there wasn't going to be a leader when you got by everybody there at the end?
Oh, that's what I was hoping when I took the white flag, because I knew I wasn't going to get through 10 cars in one lap. I mean, I kind of was hoping that there was going to be multiple green light checkers and we kept weeding out more and more people. And if I had a top 6 restart, I could go for it. But yeah, once that wreck happened, I saw Blakers on the other side. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get them in time. But I will take the fact that everyone in front of me except them did wreck, because it was going to be, I mean, the top 10 finish would still been good. The fact that I did finish after the race I had. But it's just like I said, so disheartening that it's on one spot off, which is usually what I am most of the time. But hey, like I think I told Tommy and Matt, if I can't win, second place is still the next best place to be.
Well, fantastic stuff here tonight. Kind of, you made the highlight reel multiple times over. That's for sure. Let's get some shout outs in for you for the first time in 2026.
Yes, sir. I mean, my work in progress team isn't here, but Corey at CGI Graphics, Josh at Mutmuse Productions. Shout out to Sam. He was actually spotting for me that entire race. He wanted to spot for me and did amazing job being up there. Like I told him, with professional spotters I've had in real life. So he did an amazing job for me there, and I appreciate him being to the entire thing with me tonight. As well as you guys at Turn 200 for broadcasting this, and to you, RJ, for putting on this awesome event. Like I said, it was really fun to be a part of, and if you do it again next year, I will more than gladly try and win a Venom race so I can be a part of it.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming out.
And good stuff here tonight. We'll hope to talk to you again here soon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's talk to the man of the hour. He is the winner of the LCQ, and he's the winner of the feature. Blake Anderson is the man here tonight. Unbelievable. How about that?
Well, here's the deal. I'm the best there ever is, plain and simple. I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. Nobody can hang with me. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. Just like I told you guys last night, we were going to come in and put on a show, and I was going to be one of the more aggressive drivers out there.
Well, you scared off Rajah Caruth, but you had the rest of this field pretty well in line for the better part of the last 20 laps through all the restarts. I mean, you have pretty well maintained your grip on the pack.
Yeah, I mean, even though I almost got turned there on the back straightaway by I don't even remember who it was behind me. I just knew that if I could keep it straight, I'd have a good shot to win it there.
Matt, what you got for the race winner?
Congrats on the race win. I mean, aside from the last few laps, I mean, you like you said, you kept the aggression up pretty much all night. I think you made some 3 wide moves, pushing it into the middle. I mean, what was it like? I mean, you commanded this field a little bit here tonight.
Well, just thinking about the fans. You're not here to make friends. You're here to make enemies and put on a show for everybody that watches your guys' live stream. And I wanted people to see me that, they want to come out and do it. They can go 3 wide and show everyone how it's done.
RJ, you've got the floor here. Let's coronate.
Yeah, I mean, Blake, first of all, thank you again, and just like last night, for coming out to this event. You are now the first person in our event history to go from the open qualifiers all the way to Saturday night and win the race. So I think that is awesome. You've officially etched your name into any other and every Daytona charity shootout that happens in the future. So congrats there. But man, I mean, what are you feeling in the race car all night? I mean, we're talking about the last lap, but we were talking about you on the broadcast all night as somebody who, no matter what was happening, you were finding your way up to the front. You were making aggressive moves, whether it was switching lanes to take the lead, switching lanes to keep the lead. You know, was that kind of your mentality going to the race? Like, you know, I'm not just gonna hang out and then wait till lap 60. No, I'm gonna make a statement and be up front all night.
Yeah, that's kind of what me and my spotter talked about. We kind of wanted to get up front and take control of the thing, and that one wreck I got involved in sent me kind of behind the 8 ball there. So I told him, I said, you better be able to spot me because I'm gonna start making some moves. And middle opened up, and just kind of happened that the cautions fell our way, where we were able to just maintain the lead there for the last 15-20 laps.
Well, it's the Daytona Charity Shootout. The charity pot right now up to $250. We'll thank everybody that's got a named donation in here momentarily. But what charity are you racing for here this evening?
Okay, I've thought about it all race. We had it on the car last year. We want the money to go to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Kind of feel like it's fitting because of circumstances that happened last year.
Okay, I like that. That's a great call. I enjoy that very much. Yeah. And RJ, you got anything else to add here before we send Blake on his way as the winner?
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, congratulations. I think it's certainly a great cause to give it to. We definitely appreciate that. Thanks for coming out and giving us, I mean, not only great racing, but great TV for the last 2 years. It was fun to have you here last year. Super glad that you came out this year again, and each year that this goes on, you're going to be a part of it as long as you're able to, and it works in your schedule. So appreciate it, man. Congrats on the victory, and go celebrate.
No, thank you. I appreciate you guys putting this on every year. Hopefully next year the paint scheme will top this one. You're already coming up with some ideas. I'll give you a hint now. It might be a cartooned theme paint scheme that a certain NASCAR driver drove one time back in the day.
Oh,
Okay.
So it'll be based around me, of course, but just great looking paint scheme. But it's even funnier when I'm on the car. I also wanted to say I started 5 beers at the beginning of this race, and I had a whole bottle of some Jackson Morgan, and I think I got 2 shots left of the Jackson Morgan right now. So,
sweet Jesus.
so you know what? In your guys' honor, I'll take a shot, one for each of you, and that'll be the bottle for you.
Oh dear. Okay. Please take care of yourself here this evening. But celebration certainly on. What a 2-year story arc here. You've gone from God's drunkest driver to Turn 200's biggest winner of the year already. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Go party hard, but not too hard. And we'll hope to talk to you again here next January.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be here. To all the kids watching, don't drink and drive. Don't condone. Don't recommend.
Amen to that. All right, we'll see you around, partner.
See you later.
I mean, could you draw it up any better? I know there are a lot of great stories that could come through to Victory Lane, but man, you talk about Blake Anderson. This is his 4th time on the channel between last year's LCQ and the feature and this year's LCQ and the feature. He is a crown jewel winner on Turn 200 now. I mean, that was incredible stuff over the last couple of days. Really great showcase of super speedway driving.
That was awesome to see. I think it was kind of I feel like the book was kind of open this year, you know, with a lot of NASCAR drivers busy. You know, it left the field open to a lot of other people, whether it was people from Venom, people from other professions, country music players, people from the open qualifiers that left the field very open for somebody to be able to come in and win this race. And I'm glad Blake was able to get it done.
Matt?
Yeah, I mean, Tommy, I think you said it best. What a story arc over the last 2 years, from LCQ winner to racing his way in again to now winning the feature. I mean, he has certainly put together quite the resume here in the Daytona Charity Shootout, and sounds like he'll be back for years to come as long as it works with his schedule. So we'll look forward to the number 9 car being in the 8th annual Daytona Charity Shootout next year. But man, great stuff from all the drivers here tonight. It was just as aggressive, maybe even more aggressive racing than we even expected and we've seen in years past. So shout out to everybody that showed up here tonight, from NASCAR regulars to folks that just raced in last night, to also some folks that were named into the race from winners last night. So shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat as well, including Blake Anderson, Josh Maxwell, Miguel Campo. Looks like John K. Looks like... Is that Rob Williams? I can't remember. I think it's... I don't know.
Not sure.
I can't remember. Anyways, thanks to Serby, Justin Miller, Brentanik, Matt Schlosser was in the chat, Real Jordan. Looks like Jan Van Leer at Insert Coin Racing. Nathan Reynolds, of course, out of this one early, unfortunately. The Reynolds family, Melissa and James in the chat, as well as Andy Ducato, Josh Monachek. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the 7th annual Daytona Charity Shootout. Fellas, I'll let you bring us on home.
Serby is Sam Baumgarten.
Sam Baumgarten, I'm so sorry.
And our donations up to $250, like we mentioned. Shout out to Zachary Chiz, to Dawson Cram, Brody Gunter, and Cameron Tracy, all for their donations. Greatly appreciated, everybody. It's going to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. What a fitting cause, character-wise, for Blake Anderson. I really love that story, and as much fun as we have with that, it's a great message for him to carry as well. So appreciate that donation, and appreciate everything that you do for this, RJ. We have a lot of fun with this, and the floor is yours to close us out for the night here.
Yeah, man, I can't thank you guys enough, as always, for helping me put this on. Really helping me, whether it's, obviously getting the broadcast together, but race control, as John or Zittel said, I can't remember, thank you, Tommy Cook, to wherever he is. We appreciate all that you do, as well as you, Matt. But yeah, man, thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight on Turn 200, active in the comment section, whether you're just watching for fun or you were cheering somebody on specifically in the field. Definitely means the world. Thanks to everybody that supports on Motor Stardom as well. I mean, since last year's shootout and this year's shootout, so much has happened throughout the course of a year and a racing season for Motor Stardom. Everybody within the Venom crew, supports my stuff so much, and that is much appreciated. But everybody out there that supports the brand, and it's just getting going. I'm really proud of what Motor Stardom's able to or has become over the last few years, and certainly looking forward to this racing season. I know we got a new format being announced here in a few days for the NASCAR Cup Series, and I believe the Xfinity and O'Reilly and Truck will be getting that as well. Looks like there's going to be a little chasing possibly going on here, so that's going to be exciting. But again, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks especially who donated, just like you said, Tommy Dawson, Zachary Chiz, Cameron Tracy, Brody Gunter. The donations are much appreciated. It's so fun to put this event on every single year, and I best believe we'll be back next year for the 8th annual Daytona Charity Shootout, and we'll see who gets it this year.
Very much looking forward to that. By the way, don't look at the score of the Bears game. It is not going well.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, now I'm not, though. We're not going to say what the score is, but we're just going to say it's going to...
It's about to get worse, too.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is all we got for you here tonight. Thank you so much to everybody that was hanging out with us here. Next time we'll be on air is for the special Stage 500, February 6th. Look forward to seeing you back here in just a little under a month on Turn 200. But that is all we got for you here tonight. On behalf of RJ Star Civic and the GOAT, Mr. Matt Williamson, until we meet again from Daytona International, I'm Tommy Cook saying so long. And congratulations to your winner. It's Blake Anderson, winner of the 2026 Motor Stardom Daytona Charity Shootout. Have a good night, everybody. This has been a live broadcast on Turn 200. Be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of when we go live next. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.